everyone. Thank you so much for stopping by. I wanted to journal in my new journaling Bible, and so I got some of the stuff out here that I want to use. And the inspiration was really the Illustrated Faith's devotional, past devotional confetti. And I, unfortunately, there's so many kits out there that you want to buy everything that comes out because it's pretty and it's cute and you want to journal it. But because there are so many, I just kind of like stop and don't do anything, because if I buy one thing, then I'll buy everything, and I am not in a position to do that. So I just wanted to go ahead and do my own kind of kit here. So I was at Hobby Lobby and I saw this sticker set and they were half off, so I bought two. They're kind of similar, but these are flat, so you can use this on a regular journaling Bible that's not the illustrating Bible. And then this one, these are dimensional. They have like dimensional stickers on there. So I thought that that was fun, and it reminded me so much of the confetti devotional kit from Illustrated Faith. And so I kind of wanted to do something in line with that, just kind of one entry. And I actually got inspiration from Lindsay Decor. She did an entry where she kind of celebrating how many years she has walked with the Lord, and so I kind of liked that, and I'll kind of explain once I put you on fast forward the backstory on how I ended up coming to know Christ. And so I'm going to be using these stickers. And then I had a picture of, I was trying to look for a picture of when I was 13, and I'll let you know why later, but all I found was this really old, elementary picture, so all I did is to protect it from further wrinkles and kind of just being messed up. I put it in these packaging paper, and that's going to help protect the picture while it's in my Bible. So I wanted a frame, and I actually bought these at Tuesday Morning, and they're from Crepe Paper, and it's snow and cocoa, but it's supposed to be for Christmas, but some of these didn't have they weren't overly Christmassy, so this was one of them, and I thought it went well with the color scheme of the whole confetti thing and with the actual colors that I have on the stickers. So that's what I will be using. I will be using some Distress Oxides. So I'm hoping, I don't have very much of these oxides. I have inks and like maybe 5 of these in different colors. But I will see how they work. I thought that these were the closest colors that I could get that went well with these stickers. I guess I could use orange, but I really don't have orange. So I just went with Festive Berries, Tattered Rose, Mermaid Lagoon, and Lucky Clover. So I'm hoping all that ties in together. I might switch this out for Twisted Citron, I think. I have that one, the limey color. So I think I might, because I think this is a little too dark. And then I also got a tip from Lindsay Decor. She said she bought these at the dollar store. So I went to Dollar Tree and I saw these, so I picked up 5. I hope that this is all I need, just one for each color family. So I went ahead and did that. So I'll be using that. I may or may not be using this stamp set from Simon Says Stamp. It's the Beautiful Flowers, just because it's birthday themed. It says happy, love, joy, and beautiful. So I'm thinking about maybe using some of these. Not too sure. So I just decided that I would show it just in case I do decide to put it on there. So I have this die that I thought about doing maybe some, I don't know, piecing or something, but then I just decided I'm going to use it as a stencil, or I might pull out another stencil, but depending, I kind of want like little circles, kind of like big confetti. I'm not too sure yet. And then the next thing, I will be using some of these stickers. They have different patterns on it from American Crafts. So we'll see how this comes together. I'm going to go ahead and put you fast forward. Okay, so here I decided to go ahead and actually pull out these two stencils that I bought like eons ago. Basically, it's just like a medium-sized circle and then smaller circles. And the idea is to use the different distress inks and oxides with the blush brush to lightly stencil in some of these circles to kind of give the illusion of like confetti. So I'm doing that with the festive berries and the tattered rose. The tattered rose, you could barely see it. It only gave kind of like darker hue to the color of what the page is. So it wasn't really noticeable as the other colors. So I'm just going with each different color that I chose using the stencil, and then I switch over to the smaller one and I take the blue mostly just because I felt like there needed to be more blues, and then I took it off and realized I probably need some more of that festive berries color, so I went in with the larger circle, and then I went ahead and pulled out the dimensional stickers, and so I'm just cutting around. They're backed by some clear backing material, so I just went ahead and cut them out, and it's kind of cool because it gave me an idea where I want everything to kind of be placed. And so here you're just gonna see me going back and forth and kind of seeing where I want everything to live. Okay, so while I'm doing that, I'm going to go ahead and just read the verse. It was just going to be one verse, but I thought fitting that everything that was around that verse kind of tied in together. So it's based off Ephesians 2, verses 1 through 10. And it says, "And you were dead in your trespasses and sins in which you previously lived according to the ways of this world, according to the ruler of the power of the air, the spirit now working in the disobedient. We too all previously lived among them in our fleshly desires, carrying out the inclinations of our flesh and thoughts. And we were by nature children under wrath, as the others were also. But God, who is rich in mercy, because of his great love that he has for us, made us live with Christ, even though we were dead in trespasses. You are saved by grace. He also raised us up with him and seated us with him in the heavens in Christ Jesus, so that in the coming ages he might display the unmeasurable riches of his grace through his kindness to us in Christ Jesus. For you are saved by grace through faith, and this is not from yourselves, it is God's gift, not from works, so that no one can boast. We are his workmanship, created in Christ Jesus for good works, which God prepared us ahead of time for us to do." So I really like this verse because it's really touching on salvation, and that we were saved by grace through faith. And this is sort of what the entry is that I'm trying to display the theme. Like I said at the beginning of the video, that I did take inspiration from the Confetti Devotional Kit by Illustrated Faith and the Hooray collection that they used within that same kit. The colors are not exactly, but they're kind of similar. And so I thought I would just do my own, and I just like the whole, theme of this, kind of celebrating and documenting the time of which I was saved. Now, the reason I'm using elementary school picture here is because I don't have a whole lot of pictures of myself from when I was a kid, at least not like, elementary professional portrait pictures like that. And I never really took any pictures. I don't know why, but my life is not in pictures. But so I found this really old wrinkled picture just kind of lying there. in one of the albums that I kept from my family, and so I went ahead and used that one because the backstory of that is that I grew up in a Christian home. Not to say that we were perfect, by no means we were perfect, we were far from it, but I did grow up knowing who Christ was and going to church and all that good stuff. So I just thought it was fitting to add that picture of me being so young, because I did know and was taught at Sunday school about God at a young age. When I made the conscious decision for myself to accept Christ was actually at the age of 12. And so it's been 18 years since then. And so I thought it would be really fun to remember and document and illustrate that in this Bible. And I just thought it was really fitting for that verse. And now back to the page here. So I'm just sticking down different elements that I had chosen. A lot of the stuff that I am sticking down, I'm adding additional foam, dimensional foam, to prop them up so that they are the same height as the picture, because the picture does have dimensionals at the back. So now I pulled out those stamps and decided on just having happy joy at this moment. And then I was really determined to keep this cake and this little gift sticker, because those were the two elements which why I even bought the set to begin with, so I had to use it. So I'm trying to figure out visually where it best looks that it should go, and then I decide on this dimensional Make-A-Wish, and then I decide against it. So I did have the other sticker set that I showed you at the beginning of the video that is more flat. It had the same sticker, just in a flat and smaller version of it. So I went ahead and added that one instead, and I just thought it went well because I did want the glitter at the bottom of that frame to show through. I didn't want it completely covered up. And so now I am fussing with how I want this stamping to go, and then I just decide, well, I'm losing joy now. So now I'm just figuring out placement for this happy stamp, and then I guess got kind of tired of messing with that, so I went ahead and worked on the elements with thickers. So I get the number 1 and number 8 to show the 18 years of walking with the Lord. And so now I'm ready to commit to putting the gift right kind of a little bit towards the edge of the Bible, and then just cutting the excess that is coming off. So orange wasn't really a color that the confetti set had, at least not a bold color like the one in the gift, so I wasn't too worried about cutting that part off. So I did stick down the cake at the bottom edge, and now I'm just ready to stamp the word happy on there. And the happy is from that beautiful flowers Simon Says stamp set. And I just kind of loosely scribble some lines around the verses that I illustrated and added a little cupcake sticker just for reference, as that's the verse that goes with the illustration. And then I'm just drawing a couple lines so that I can journal. And I went ahead and journaled off screen, and just showing you here the final product. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you got inspired, and if you would like to recreate this, again, these are sticker sets from Hobby Lobby. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're not already subscribed, you can go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below. I hope to see you again in the next video. Bye-bye.